this video, we are going to see how we can enter the chart of accounts or the opening balances in QuickBooks. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So guys, now that our company is created, let's quickly enter these chart of accounts. And since we have selected the industry as manufacturing, it will automatically create some of the chart of accounts. As we can see here, if we go in the company, we can see a lot of chart of accounts here. Actually, there are not many. So we need to figure out what chart of accounts we need to create separately and what is already being created. So let's get started with this first one, and that is Citibank. So I'll go to the account. As you can see here that in the type, we cannot see any bank account here. So you can go from the bottom and click on new, or otherwise press Ctrl N to create a new one. And let's select the nature, and that is bank. So let's enter the name and the balance. And it says statement ending date, but actually it's an opening date of the trial balance. So I'll put 1st of January 2024 and click OK and save and new. It says this transaction is 90 days in the past because we are in the mid of the year. So let's click yes, and you can make the corrections. Always close the window first when you are making the edit preferences corrections. So now that window is closed, I'll go to the edit and preferences. And from here, I'll click on accounting and company preferences and just put off these date warnings and click OK. Now let's continue, press Ctrl N. And the next one we have is Bank of America. So let's continue with the bank nature, paste it right here. And let's put the balance, which is 2,500,000 and 1st of January 2024. Let's click OK and save and new. Next one, we have a loan account. Now this is a special account open with the bank. It's only created to receive the loan and will be used to repay the loan. So it will not be considered as a bank nature. I'll create a new account. And in this kind of loan account is not a current liability, it's a long-term liability. So let's continue and paste it right here. If you cannot enter the complete name, what you can do is write a short form SCB loan account. And here in the details or description, you can put the full name. Now let's enter the balance. And since it is a liability and it is with the nature, we don't need to enter any minus sign with it. So let's put the opening date, click OK and save and new. The next one we have is cash, and the cash and nature of bank is the same. So let's select bank here and put cash, enter the opening balance, which is 4,400,000. Let's copy and paste this, 1st of January 2024. Let's click OK and again click save and new. Now guys, after the completion of this project, I'll also show you how we can import all of these balances if you have a lot of lengthy chart of accounts and the balances. Also, we might have thousands of customers in reality, so we can also import that, but that's the part for later on advanced level. First, we will focus on getting expertise with all the functions of QuickBooks. So the next one we have is debtors or receivables, and the balance is 650,000. So what do you think? Should we enter this? No, that's right. Why? Because individual customers needs to be updated in order to update this balance. So when we enter customers and their personal balances, this balance should automatically update, and same goes for inventory and payables. All right. Now the next transaction just after the cash is rent security. So I'll copy this and rent security. Let's see from the starting, I'll press Ctrl N and let's see the suitable category. Because the security deposit is kept with the owner for a long period of time, so it might not be suitable for other current asset. It is more appropriate to enter it in other assets. As you can see here, that security deposits are kept here. So let's continue and paste it right here. Let's put the balance now, which is 300,000 as of 1st of January 2024. Next one is machinery. It's very obvious that it's a fixed asset. And as you can see that it's very convenient to copy the data directly from Excel instead of a PDF. So 1st of January 2024, click OK and save and new. The next one is accumulated depreciation of machinery. So let's copy this, Now, since this is a contra asset, this is opposite in nature. We have to select a fixed asset, but it's a negative fixed asset. So that's why I'll put a minus sign with it only for the accumulated depreciation kind of thing. So minus 250,000 here. You can just copy and paste the balance and then put the minus sign if you want to just paste it directly from Excel. So let's put the date and click on save and new. Next one is creditors, which will automatically be updated when we enter the individual suppliers and their balances. So let's ignore this and let's move to the next one, and which is accrued expenses. So for accrued expenses, I'll choose other current liabilities here. Let's copy and paste the accrued expenses and let's paste the balance 1st of January 2024 and click OK and save and new. Next one, we have sales tax payable, copy and paste, and the balance is this as of 1st of January. Click OK and save and new. And next one, we have the general reserves, which is a kind of capital in nature or equity in nature. So let's put it in equity, and the balance we have is 1 million, and 1st of January is the date. Click OK and save and new. And last one is net owner's equity. So should we enter net owner's equity? No, because the accounting equation is asset is equal to capital plus liability, right? So if we want to extract the capital, it's asset minus liabilities. So it's very obvious that when we enter all the assets here and all the liabilities, the capital should automatically be updated. And that's exactly what we do in QuickBooks. But remember that it's not the same for every software. Some software requires to separately enter the equity. It will not update according to the accounting equation. So it varies from software to software, right? So, but in QuickBooks, it will automatically update, so we don't need to worry. And this is all of our chart of accounts entered. Only some of the balances are remaining. From the next video, we will enter the customer, supplier details and the inventory details to update the complete balance. So just complete all of this task until this point, and I'll see you in the next one.